The story opens with a shocking scene at the Galactic Council's Grand Hall, where an alien child stands trembling before a panel of stern faces. This innocent child, no older than 10, is accused of a crime they didn't commit, stealing food to survive. The council, known for its strict and harsh rules, decides to make an example of the child. Their enforcers, tall and intimidating with armored suits, march forward, ready to deliver the punishment. As the child's eyes widen in fear, the council's leader raises a hand, signaling the start of the punishment. The hall echoes with the child's cries, but the council shows no mercy. This public display of power leaves the audience in shock, highlighting the council's ruthless authority and the child's helplessness. Meanwhile, far away, humanity watches through advanced surveillance technology. Commander Sarah, a strong and determined leader, and her crew are horrified by what they see. Quick cuts show the faces of the crew, some grimace in anger, while others can't bear to watch. The visuals emphasize the child's despair and the cruelty of the Galactic Council. This moment ignites a fire within Sarah and her crew. They know they cannot sit idly by while injustice unfolds. The emotional pull of the scene sets the stage for their resolve to act, promising an epic clash between good and evil. As the scene shifts away from the Galactic Council's Grand Hall, we focus on a small human fleet stationed in a nearby system. The fleet is a mix of sleek spaceships, each equipped with advanced technology, and they orbit a distant planet. Among them is Commander Sarah, a woman known for her bravery and strong sense of justice. With short brown hair and determined blue eyes, she embodies the spirit of humanity, a fierce protector of the weak and oppressed. Commander Sarah stands on the bridge of her flagship, the Resolute Asterisk, her heart heavy with anger and sorrow after witnessing the Council's brutal treatment of the alien child. The images of the child's fear replay in her mind, igniting a fire within her. She knows that the Galactic Council represents everything that is wrong in the universe: tyranny, injustice, and cruelty. For her, this is not just a distant problem. It is a call to action. Gathering her crew, Sarah steps forward, her voice steady and firm. "Listen up, everyone," she begins, commanding attention. What we just witnessed is not just an isolated incident. The Galactic Council has been abusing its power for far too long, and we cannot let this continue. Her words resonate in the room, each member of the crew feeling the weight of her message. Sarah pauses, letting her gaze sweep over her crew. They are a diverse group, united by their shared values and dedication. Some are seasoned soldiers, while others are engineers and scientists, all committed to the mission. Their expressions reflect a mix of determination and apprehension as they grapple with the reality of what lies ahead. The child we saw today is not just a victim. They are a symbol of all those who suffer under the Council's rule. Sarah continues, "If we stand by and do nothing, we are just as guilty as they are." The room is silent as the crew absorbs her words. The stakes are high, and they all know it. Defying the Galactic Council could lead to severe consequences, but Sarah's passion ignites a spark of hope within them. One crew member, Lieutenant Mark, speaks up. "But Commander, the Council is powerful. They have resources and technology far beyond what we can imagine. What if we fail?" His voice is filled with doubt, a sentiment shared by many in the room. Sarah nods, understanding the concern. "I know the risks, Mark, but we are humans. We have faced greater challenges and emerged stronger. Remember the rebellion against the Dominion. We fought against overwhelming odds, and we won because we believed in our cause." Her words remind them of their past victories, of the times they stood together against tyranny. She walks closer to her crew, her voice lowering as she speaks with conviction. "This is our chance to make a difference. We may be a small fleet, but our hearts are strong. We have something the Council lacks: courage and the will to fight for what is right." The crew begins to nod, feeling their resolve strengthen with each word. With renewed determination, Sarah raises her voice again. We must devise a plan to rescue the child and expose the Council's tyranny. We have the technology and the skills. Together, we can create a distraction to draw their attention away, while a small team infiltrates their stronghold to rescue the child. The crew exchanges glances, excitement mixing with fear. The plan sounds dangerous, but the idea of taking a stand against the Council fuels their spirit. They feel a sense of purpose, ready to fight for justice, not just for the child, but for all who suffer under the Council's rule. As they begin to brainstorm ideas and strategies, the atmosphere on the bridge shifts from one of uncertainty to one of unity and resolve. Each crew member contributes, sharing their thoughts and expertise. The tension in the room dissipates, replaced by a sense of camaraderie and determination. Sarah watches her crew, pride swelling in her chest. They are ready to risk everything, and together, they will challenge the Galactic Council. In that moment, she knows they are not just a fleet of ships. They are a beacon of hope for the oppressed. Their mission is clear, and as they prepare to act, the anticipation in the air is electric. With her heart racing and her mind focused, Commander Sarah is ready to lead her crew into battle. The stakes have never been higher, but together, they will stand against tyranny and fight for justice. The stage is set for an epic confrontation, and the resolve of humanity will shine brighter than ever. With a plan in place, Commander Sarah knows that to succeed in their mission, they will need allies. The Galactic Council is powerful, and facing them alone would be a grave mistake. So, Sarah decides to reach out to alien races who might share their desire for justice. The first race she contacts is the Varkans, known for their fierce warriors and advanced technology. They have a reputation for being brave fighters, but they are also cautious. Sarah sends a message, inviting their leader, General Kale, to meet and discuss the situation. The crew waits nervously for a response, aware that the Varkans have suffered under the Council's rule as well. When General Kale arrives, he looks imposing, with his tall frame and vibrant blue skin. The atmosphere is tense as they sit around a holographic table. Sarah starts by explaining what they witnessed, the punishment of the innocent alien child, and the cruelty of the Council. She can see the flicker of anger in Cal's eyes, but doubt lingers in his expression. Commander Sarah, he begins, his voice deep and steady. We have faced the Council before. They do not take kindly to those who oppose them. Many of my warriors have died in this fight. Why should we risk more lives? His question hangs heavy in the air. Sarah understands his fear. She shares her own story of loss, of friends who fought and fell in battles against powerful foes. I know the risk, General, but we cannot stand by and let this injustice continue. If we do nothing, we are just allowing the Council to continue their reign of terror. The tension in the room is palpable as they discuss the stakes. Other crew members share their own stories of loss and determination. This brings a flicker of understanding in Cal's eyes. He leans back, contemplating their words. After a long pause, he speaks again. Perhaps it is time to stand together against the Council once more. As the meeting continues, they start to form a tentative alliance. The Varkans agree to help, but they remain cautious. They want to know more about the human fleet and its capabilities. Sarah assures them that their ships are equipped with cloaking devices and advanced weapons. She explains their plan to distract the Council while a small team rescues the child. The Varkans seem intrigued, but still uncertain. Next, Sarah reaches out to the Zerthians, a race known for their intelligence and strategic thinking. They are known for their advanced AI technology, which could prove invaluable in the upcoming fight. Sarah sends an urgent message to their leader, an enigmatic figure named Eldra, who is known for her wisdom. After some time, Eldra agrees to meet, but the Zerthians are also hesitant. They fear the Council's wrath, having suffered from their decisions in the past. In a tense meeting, Sarah lays out the entire situation once again. She speaks passionately about the importance of unity in the face of tyranny. Together, we are stronger. Alone, we will fall, she declares, her voice filled with conviction. Eldra considers her words carefully. "We have always prioritized our own survival, Commander. The Council's power is vast, but your determination is admirable." The Zerthians listen closely as Sarah describes the plan and how they can contribute. After a long discussion, they agree to join the fight, providing their AI technology to help coordinate the attack. With the Varkans and Zerthians on their side, Sarah feels a surge of hope. Yet she knows that there are more races out there who are suffering under the Council's rule. With her heart set on rallying as many allies as possible, she contacts the Kryniks, a race of intelligent, small flying creatures known for their agility and unique fighting style. When the Kryniks respond, Sarah is pleasantly surprised to find their leader, a young and spirited creature named Rila, willing to meet. Rila is eager to fight against the Council, as they have oppressed the Kryniks for far too long. The Kryniks quickly pledge their support, offering their unique skills in the upcoming battle. As they finalize their alliance, Sarah realizes that these races have not only joined their cause, but have also found a new sense of purpose. The fear of the Council is still present, but now it is coupled with hope and determination. Each race brings its own strengths, creating a powerful coalition that can stand against the tyranny of the Galactic Council. With allies rallying around her, Sarah feels a sense of unity among them all. Together, they are ready to face the challenges ahead. As they prepare for the epic confrontation, the air is thick with anticipation. They have become a symbol of hope for many who have suffered, ready to fight not just for the alien child, but for all who have been wronged by the Council's unjust rule. Their shared determination sets the stage for an unforgettable battle, one that could change the fate of the galaxy forever. With their newfound allies, Commander Sarah and her team gather on the Resolute to devise a daring plan to infiltrate the Galactic Council's headquarters. The bridge buzzes with energy as crew members from different races discuss strategies, their excitement and nerves blending in the air. Everyone knows that this mission could change everything. Sarah stands at the front of the room, a holographic map of the Council's headquarters projected in front of her. The building looms like a dark giant, its sharp lines and towering structure intimidating against the stars. "This is where we need to go," she announces, pointing at the map. "Our target is the holding cell where the alien child is being kept. We need to get in, rescue the child, and get out before the Council realizes what's happening." Her voice is steady, but inside, she feels a mix of fear and determination. The Council's headquarters is heavily guarded, with advanced security systems and enforcers patrolling the area. But Sarah has a plan. She motions to Lieutenant Mark, who is ready to present their technological assets. "Thanks to our friends from the Zerthian race," Mark begins, gesturing toward Eldra. "We have access to an advanced AI called Nex. This AI will help us navigate the building's security systems and provide us with real-time updates." The crew nods in approval, impressed by the potential of their new ally's technology. Nex's holographic image appears above the table, a glowing figure that flickers with information. "I can hack into the Council's security network and disable cameras while also creating false alerts," Nyx explains, its voice calm and precise. "However, my abilities are limited by the strength of their firewalls. We must move quickly." As they discuss their plan, Sarah feels a surge of confidence. The team brainstorms ideas, each member contributing their unique skills. The Varkans, known for their fighting prowess, volunteer to act as the main assault team, ready to handle any guards they might encounter. General Kale stands tall, his voice deep and commanding. "We will take care of any enforcers that threaten your mission. We know how to fight." Meanwhile, the Kryniks provide insights into sneaking into the building. Rila, their leader, flutters her wings excitedly. "We are small and quick. We can scout ahead and provide valuable intel. Our agility will help us move unnoticed." The crew exchanges glances, impressed by the determination of their new allies. With their roles set, Sarah focuses on the next crucial element: cloaking devices. The Zerthians have also given us access to their latest cloaking technology, she explains, revealing sleek devices that shimmer in the light. These will allow us to become invisible to the Council's sensors. When we activate these devices, we can move through the headquarters undetected. Mark demonstrates how the cloaking devices work. He activates one, and the device flickers to life, enveloping him in a shimmering aura that makes him almost invisible. The crew gasps in awe, realizing the advantage this technology gives them. With this device, they can slip past guards and security measures without being seen. As Sarah outlines the infiltration steps, the room buzzes with anticipation. We'll approach the headquarters under the cover of darkness. Once we're close, the cloaking devices will shield us from view, she says, her voice firm. Nex will guide us through the security system, helping us avoid any traps. When we reach the holding cell, the Varkans will be ready to take out any guards we encounter. As they discuss the plan, a sense of camaraderie forms among the crew. Despite their different backgrounds, they share a common goal. Together, they are ready to challenge the Council's tyranny. They are more than just a group of individuals. They are a united force, determined to fight for justice. The tension in the room builds as they finalize the details. Sarah can feel her heart racing with excitement. This mission will be dangerous, but she knows they have the skills and technology to succeed. They are on the brink of something monumental, a confrontation with the Galactic Council. Before they conclude the meeting, Sarah looks around at her team, a mixture of humans and aliens, each prepared to risk everything for the cause. Remember, she says, her voice strong and unwavering, we are fighting for that child, and for all those who have suffered at the hands of the Council. We must stay focused and trust each other. The crew nods, their determination reflected in their eyes. They are ready to embark on this daring mission together. With each passing moment, the anticipation for the upcoming action builds, and Sarah feels a renewed sense of hope. They may be outnumbered, but together they will stand strong against the Council's tyranny. As they prepare to leave for the infiltration, the ship hums with energy and purpose. The crew is ready for the challenge ahead, and as the stars twinkle outside the windows, they know that this mission could change the fate of the galaxy. The time for action has come, and together they will face whatever awaits them at the Galactic Council's headquarters. The moment has arrived. Commander Sarah and her diverse team of humans and aliens gather in the Resolute hangar bay, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The plan is set, and everyone is ready for the challenge ahead. With cloaking devices activated, they silently glide out of the ship, feeling the coolness of the space surrounding them. Sarah leads the way, her focus sharp as they approach the towering structure of the Galactic Council's headquarters. As they near the entrance, the team activates their cloaking devices. A shimmering aura envelops them, making them nearly invisible. The guards stationed outside seem unaware of their presence, chatting casually. Sarah motions for everyone to stay quiet and move quickly. The tension is palpable, and she can feel the adrenaline coursing through her veins. Once inside the building, the atmosphere shifts. The high-tech interior gleams under the bright lights, but Sarah knows they have no time to admire it. They must reach the holding cell where the alien child is kept. As they move through the dimly lit hallways, Nex's voice echoes in Sarah's earpiece, providing real-time updates on the security systems. You have 2 guards approaching from the right. Prepare for engagement, Nex warns. Without hesitation, Sarah signals for the team to split. The Varkans quickly shift into position, their eyes focused and determined. As the guards round the corner, the Varkans spring into action. The air fills with a flurry of movement as they engage in close-quarters combat. Sarah watches as they take down the guards with precision and skill, using their agility to dodge blows and strike back swiftly. The sound of fists colliding and bodies hitting the floor echoes through the halls. Sarah takes charge, coordinating the team's movements. Move forward. We need to stay on schedule, she urges, her voice firm. The crew responds quickly, pushing deeper into the headquarters. They encounter more guards, and with each skirmish, the stakes rise. Close quarters combat ensues, and Sarah demonstrates her tactical skills. She moves through the chaos, leading her team and ensuring they stick together. With the cloak still active, they manage to evade some security cameras, but the guards become increasingly alert. Sarah knows they have to hurry. "We're running out of time. Let's move," she calls out. They press on, the tension building as they hear the distant sounds of alarms. The council is starting to realize something is wrong. As they navigate through the halls, Sarah leads them to a small room where they find a control panel. "Nix, can you disable the security system for the next area?" Sarah asks urgently. "I can create a diversion for a short time," Nix replies. The team watches as the holographic AI works quickly, manipulating the system. "Now," Nix announces as the alarms momentarily silence. They rush forward, and as they enter another hallway, they come face to face with a large group of guards. "Stand back," Sarah orders, positioning herself in front of the team. With quick reflexes, she launches into the fray, using her training to take down guards one by one. The other team members follow her lead, working together in a synchronized dance of combat. The close quarters fighting is intense. The sound of boots hitting the ground, the clash of weapons, and shouts fill the air. Sarah fights fiercely, her heart pounding as she focuses on the mission. She knows that every second counts and that they must reach the alien child before it's too late. After a tough battle, the team pushes past the guards, adrenaline pumping. They find themselves in a large chamber with towering walls and a cold atmosphere. Sarah glances at her watch. Time is slipping away. "We need to find a holding cell," she exclaims, urgency in her tone. Just then, they encounter an unexpected obstacle, a reinforced door blocking their path. "This is it," Sarah says, frustration bubbling. "Nix, can you get us through?" "I will attempt to hack the door," Nix responds. As the AI works on the door, Sarah and the team prepare for any guards that may come. Suddenly, the door hisses open, revealing the holding cell. They rush inside, but the sight before them stops them in their tracks. The alien child is scared and alone. Sitting on the cold floor, Sarah's heart aches at the sight. "We're here to rescue you," she assures the child, her voice warm and gentle. As they approach, the tension rises. They hear footsteps approaching from behind. "We need to hurry," Sarah shouts. They gather the child and make a break for it, their hearts racing as they try to escape the chaos of the headquarters. With every second, the sense of urgency deepens, and the stakes become higher as they prepare to face the consequences of their daring mission. The battle is far from over, and they must find a way to escape together. As Sarah and her team burst into the council chamber, the atmosphere is electric with tension. The vast room is filled with the leaders of the Galactic Council, their imposing figures seated high above on a grand platform. The walls are lined with intricate screens displaying real-time data, showcasing their technological superiority. Sarah feels a wave of adrenaline rush through her. They've come too far to back down now. The council members gaze down at the human team, their expressions a mix of disdain and disbelief. "You dare invade our chamber?" One of the council leaders sneers. "You are nothing but insects, easily crushed under our heel." The others laugh, their arrogance evident. But Sarah stands tall, her heart racing. "We are here for justice. You've wronged an innocent child, and we will not stand by while you continue your tyranny." Her voice echoes through the chamber, surprising both her team and the council. In response, the council's leader raises a hand, signaling their guards. "Seize them," he commands, but Sarah is already a step ahead. With a swift motion, she activates the command to signal their ships outside. The team has prepared for this moment, and they are ready to show the council what humanity is truly capable of. Suddenly, a deep rumble shakes the chamber. Outside, the Resolute and its fleet of human ships are in position, cloaked until now. As Sarah's team engages the council guards, the ships break their cloaking. Bright beams of light shine down from the sky as they unleash an orbital bombardment. Explosions ripple across the council's stronghold, stunning the council members. Sarah watches in awe as the drones deployed from the ships soar into the chamber. The small, agile machines buzz around like angry hornets, targeting the guards. Each drone is equipped with advanced weaponry, firing energy blasts that light up the room. The guards scramble, caught off guard by the swift response. Sarah's team uses this opportunity to push forward, fighting with newfound confidence. "Keep pushing," Sarah yells, her voice cutting through the chaos. The sound of blasters firing and the shouts of the guards create a chaotic symphony. With every step, they close the distance between themselves and the council leaders. The council members are stunned. They had underestimated humanity, believing they were just a simple species with no hope against their advanced technology. But as Sarah's team presses on, it becomes clear that they are a force to be reckoned with. With precision and strategy, Sarah leads her team through the melee, using cover and advanced tactics they practiced. They move as one, coordinating their efforts, while Nex's AI system provides real-time analysis of the battlefield. "Commander, the left flank is vulnerable. Engage now." Nyx directs, guiding them toward the opening. Sarah feels a surge of determination. "Let's move," she commands, and the team responds with a rallying cry. They rush forward, taking down guards left and right, their resolve strengthening with every victory. As they reach the foot of the platform where the council members sit, Sarah spots the child they came to rescue. The young alien is watching the battle unfold, eyes wide with fear and hope. Sarah's heart aches for the child. They must protect them at all costs. "Stay close," she calls to the child as she shields them from the chaos. Just then, one of the council leaders stands, panic visible on their face. "You will pay for this insolence," they shout, trying to regain control. In a bold move, Sarah charges toward the platform. "You think you can intimidate us? We are not afraid of you," she shouts, raising her weapon as she makes her way up the steps. The other members of her team follow, determined to confront the council directly. Suddenly, the lights flicker, and the holographic displays around the chamber show the destruction unfolding outside. Human ships engage in fierce dogfights against the council's fleet, showcasing humanity's advanced tactics. Drones buzz around, while ground troops take on guards trying to defend the council's stronghold. The council members' arrogance begins to crumble as they witness the chaos and the resolve of humanity. Sarah's team has transformed from underdogs to powerful players on the galactic stage. The council realizes they have misjudged humanity's capabilities. With the battle raging, Sarah stands before the council leaders, her eyes fierce with determination. "This ends now. You will answer for your actions." The council members look at one another, fear beginning to replace their arrogance. The showdown is intense. Humanity is no longer the underestimated species they once thought. With advanced tactics, coordination, and sheer will, they confront the Galactic Council. As the battle rages on, the tides of power shift, signaling the beginning of a new chapter in the fight against tyranny. The confrontation is just the start of what promises to be an epic struggle for justice and freedom. #### emotional core, loss and sacrifice. The battle rages on, chaos surrounding Sarah and her team. Explosions light up the chamber, and the sounds of blaster fire fill the air. The council guards fight fiercely, but Sarah's team is determined to push through, fueled by the desire to save the innocent alien child. Among the team is Bonner, a brave and loyal soldier known for his unwavering courage. He fights with a fierce spirit, always ready to protect those in danger. As they advance toward the platform, Bonner suddenly spots a group of guards moving toward the child, their weapons raised. "No, not the kid," he shouts, his voice cutting through the chaos. Without a moment's hesitation, Bonner races forward, putting himself between the guards and the child. "Bonner, wait," Sarah screams, but it's too late. Bonner knows what he must do. He lunges at the guards, fighting with every ounce of strength he has. Blaster bolts fly around him, but he dodges and weaves, determined to protect the child at all costs. The guards are taken by surprise at Bonner's boldness. He takes down one guard, then another, his moves swift and precise. But there are too many of them. Just as he creates a path for the child to escape, one of the guards fires a shot, hitting Bonner in the side. He stumbles but continues to fight, fueled by his will to save the innocent life behind him. "Go!" Bonner shouts at the child, his voice strained but resolute. "Get to safety." He knows he may not make it out alive, but his heart is set on protecting the child. In that moment, Sarah's world seems to slow down as she watches her friend face impossible odds. "Bonner, no," she cries, tears brimming in her eyes. But Bonner is unwavering. He fights fiercely, taking down as many guards as he can. Finally, another shot rings out, and Bonner falls to the ground, a look of determination still etched on his face. The sight of Bonner's lifeless body shakes Sarah to her core. She feels a wave of grief wash over her, but she can't let it consume her. The child is still in danger. Gritting her teeth, Sarah channels her sorrow into strength. "We will fight for him," she declares to her team, her voice steady despite the pain in her heart. The crew, witnessing Bonner's sacrifice, rallies around Sarah. They feel the weight of their loss, but it ignites a fire within them. Bonner's bravery becomes their motivation, fueling their resolve to push forward. Each member of the team remembers his laughter, his loyalty, and his unwavering belief in their mission. They can't let his sacrifice be in vain. As they move to secure the child, Bonner's spirit guides them. The crew fights with renewed determination, every blast of their weapons a tribute to their fallen friend. They dodge enemy fire, their hearts heavy but focused on their goal. For Bonner, they shout as they charge forward, pushing back against the council guards. The child watches in awe, feeling the intensity of the battle and the love these humans have for one another. Sarah grabs the child's hand, pulling them close. "We're getting you out of here," she promises, her voice fierce with determination. Through the chaos, the team works as a unit, each member motivated by Bonner's memory. They fight not only for the child's safety, but also for the honor of their friend. Every action they take is a tribute to the man who sacrificed everything for someone he didn't even know. As they reach the exit, the sound of blasters and explosions still echo behind them. But the team is focused on the mission. They escape the chaos, pushing through the smoke and debris, their hearts heavy with loss, but their spirits unbroken. Once outside, they gather around Bonner's body, taking a moment to honor him. Tears flow freely as they share memories, recalling his bravery and kindness. "We will not forget you, Bonner," Sarah vows, her voice trembling. "Your sacrifice will lead us to victory." With Bonner's memory etched in their hearts, they prepare for the next phase of their fight against the Council. They are united, stronger than ever, knowing that every action they take is in honor of their fallen friend. The battle is far from over, but they will continue to fight, fueled by their grief, love, and the determination to make a difference in the galaxy. Together, they will ensure that Bonner's legacy lives on, pushing against the darkness that threatens to consume them. As they turn their sights toward the next challenge, they carry Bonner with them, determined to make their friend proud. The struggle ahead may be difficult, but they are ready to face it, united in their mission and driven by the memory of a hero. The battle had reached its peak, and the air crackled with tension. Sarah stood at the front of the human forces, surrounded by their newfound alien allies. The Galactic Council's guards were formidable, but Sarah and her team were determined to push through. They had lost too much already, and they weren't about to back down now. "Let's show them what we can do," Sarah shouted, rallying her team. Her voice echoed in the midst of chaos, a beacon of hope amid the storm. The crew, still reeling from Bonner's sacrifice, drew strength from their memories of him. They remembered his bravery and fought with all their might, knowing they carried his spirit with them. As the fight continued, the humans and their allies coordinated their efforts, combining their strengths. The aliens brought their unique technology, and the humans contributed their strategic thinking. Together, they became an unstoppable force. They moved as one, executing their plans with precision. The tide began to shift as Sarah's clever tactics came into play. She had developed a strategy that utilized cloaking devices, making their ships nearly invisible to the Council's scanners. Now, she shouted as they activated their cloaking technology, causing confusion among the enemy ranks. The Council guards were caught off guard, looking around in disbelief as they lost sight of their targets. The humans took advantage of this moment. They launched a surprise attack, pushing through the Council's defenses with fierce determination. Laser blasts lit up the darkened chamber, and the sound of explosions filled the air. The humans fought alongside their alien allies, their teamwork seamless and powerful. One of the alien races, known for their agility and speed, flanked the Council guards from the side. They moved like shadows, striking swiftly and disappearing before the guards could react. This unexpected maneuver caught the Council off guard, creating a gap in their defenses. Sarah seized the opportunity, leading her team through the opening with unwavering determination. As the battle raged on, Sarah noticed that the Council's guards were starting to falter. They were overwhelmed by the combined strength and ingenuity of humanity and their allies. Encouraged by this, Sarah pressed on, her heart pounding with adrenaline. "We can do this," she yelled, her voice full of conviction. Just as it seemed victory was within reach, the Council's leader, a towering figure shrouded in dark robes, emerged from the chaos. He was furious, his eyes blazing with rage. "You think you can defeat us? We are the Galactic Council," he shouted, his voice booming through the chamber. Sarah felt a surge of fear, but quickly pushed it aside. This was a moment for courage, not doubt. "We are not afraid of you," she retorted, rallying her allies around her. "We fight for justice, for those who cannot fight for themselves." With newfound resolve, the humans and their allies charged forward, pushing against the Council's leader and his guards. Sarah led the way, her heart racing as she fought with every ounce of strength she had. The battle was intense, and the stakes had never been higher. As they fought, Sarah's mind raced with plans. She noticed the Council's leader trying to regroup his forces, issuing commands to restore order. "We have to cut off his communication," she shouted to her team. Her words ignited a fire in their hearts as they executed her plan. Using their advanced technology, they managed to disable the Council's communication systems, throwing the enemy into chaos. Without orders, the guards hesitated, unsure of their next move. The tide of battle turned dramatically as the humans seized this moment of confusion. Rallying her allies, Sarah launched a final decisive attack. "For Bonner," she cried, invoking the memory of their fallen friend. With every strike, they honored his sacrifice, determined to achieve victory. The humans and their allies fought harder than ever, pushing through the Council's defenses with unwavering resolve. The Council's leader, realizing the battle was slipping away, attempted to escape, but Sarah was ready. She led her team in a coordinated effort to block his path, ensuring he couldn't flee. With one final push, they surrounded him, and the Council leader fell to his knees, defeated. As the dust settled, cheers erupted among the humans and their allies. They had done it. Against all odds, they had triumphed over the Galactic Council. The air was thick with emotions, relief, joy, and sorrow for those they had lost along the way. Sarah stood amidst her team, tears in her eyes but a smile on her face. They had fought not just for themselves but for the alien child, for Bonner, and for all those who had suffered under the Council's rule. "We did it together," she exclaimed, embracing her team. The victory was not just theirs. It belonged to everyone who had fought for justice. The Galactic Council's reign of terror was over, and a new era of hope had begun. united in their strength and resilience. The humans and their allies knew they would face whatever challenges lay ahead together. With the Galactic Council defeated, a new chapter began for the galaxy. The once dark chamber, filled with chaos and despair, was now illuminated by the bright light of hope and freedom. Sarah and her team stood victorious, surrounded by their allies. Together, they had achieved what many thought was impossible. As the dust settled, the first thing they did was rescue the alien child. With tears of joy streaming down her face, the child ran into Sarah's arms. She had endured so much pain and fear, and now she was free. "Thank you," the child exclaimed, her voice trembling with emotion. "You saved me." Sarah knelt down to the child's level, smiling warmly. "You are safe now. We will protect you." The child beamed, a light of hope shining in her eyes. This moment was a powerful reminder of why they fought. Their victory wasn't just about defeating the council. It was about saving lives and restoring hope. As the crew gathered around, Sarah took a moment to address them. "This victory is just the beginning," she said, her voice filled with determination. "Together, we can rebuild a galaxy that values justice and peace for everyone. Let's make sure that no one suffers like this again." The allies nodded, their faces filled with newfound purpose. The different species, once divided by fear and mistrust, now stood united. They had seen the power of working together, and they were determined to create a better future. Leaders from various alien races stepped forward, ready to discuss their next steps. A tall alien with shimmering blue skin spoke first. "We cannot let the Council's tyranny return. We need to establish a new alliance, one based on equality and respect." The others murmured in agreement, and excitement filled the air. Sarah felt a surge of hope as they began to share ideas. They discussed creating a council where all voices would be heard, ensuring that no single group could dominate another. "Let's call it the Galactic Federation," suggested another leader, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. "A place where we can all work together for a better galaxy." As they continued to brainstorm, Sarah realized how far they had come. They had started as enemies of the Council, but now they were allies, united by a common goal. This new federation would allow them to protect each other and support one another. It was a chance for healing and growth, a way to learn from their past mistakes. While the discussions were taking place, Sarah caught sight of the alien child playing with some of the crew members. The child was laughing and smiling, her spirit unbroken despite everything she had been through. It was a beautiful sight. It reminded Sarah of why they had fought so hard. Every sacrifice they made had been worth it for this moment. As the meeting continued, they created plans for the future. They would work on sharing technology and knowledge, ensuring that all species could thrive. Sarah knew that this was the key to preventing oppression. When everyone had access to the same resources, there would be less chance of one group overpowering another. As they finalized their plans, Sarah stood up and addressed everyone. "Let this be a lesson for all of us," she said, her voice firm and clear. "When we stand together, we are stronger. Our differences make us unique, but they also make us powerful. We must celebrate our diversity and use it to build a better world." The crowd erupted in applause, their cheers echoing throughout the chamber. Hope and determination filled the air, and Sarah felt an overwhelming sense of pride in what they had accomplished together. As the celebrations continued, Sarah looked up at the stars shining brightly in the night sky. She thought about all the challenges that lay ahead, but she also thought about the strength they had found in unity. This was just the beginning of a new era, a chance to create a galaxy where justice and peace reigned. With a smile on her face and the support of her allies behind her, Sarah felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, they would stand against oppression and fight for a brighter future. The galaxy was filled with possibilities, and she knew that as long as they stood together, anything was possible. As the night wore on, the Alliance celebrated their victory, not just over the Council, but for the future they would build together. They raised their glasses in a toast, promising to uphold their new values and to protect one another. The sound of laughter and hope filled the room, and Sarah knew that this was the start of something truly extraordinary.